If you sit still, I can do with one hand. Right? But you have to sit still. Right? Because I'm not that clever. Sorry. Good evening, everybody.
Who are you, Charlie? All I'm saying is I'm going to go live.
Well, why are you clicking your fingers at us for? Go to peace. Go to peace. I'm stroking you with the hand, Timmy. I'm stroking. You know I'm yelling yet? Huh? Huh?
Hey everybody, we're back. It is 8 o'clock on Sunday. We've already had another week away from you lovely people. And you're sitting back with Subtype R, John, for another episode of American Truck Simulator. Some shout outs to do. Hello to Gustavo Hernandez. Hello to you. Thank you, Keegan, for watching as well. Corona, thanks for the follow. It's appreciated, my friend. Thank you very much. Corona Sanchez here. If you are joining us for the first time, please remember, give her a follow, give her a like, give her a share, and we'll be with you and we'll take you through till we do a few jobs. We see if we can get maybe an hour and a bit out of this game, and then over the next 2 weeks what we're going to attempt to do is do as many streams of as many different games as possible and simulations, but we're also going to keep our American Truck Simulator family happy and going over the next couple of weeks. So if you're in chat, it is open. Give her a shout, give her a like, give her a quick and I'll give you a mention. We are now over 250 followers, well over 250 followers, and that's all down to your hard work, and I appreciate that. Thank you all for it. So like I say, many thanks. So let's, without further ado, jump into the first job of the evening. 8 o'clock. It's been a glorious day in the UK today. It's been blue skies and light clouds. Not a day to be staying in, but that's what we're being told we have to do, so that's what we've been doing. And it's kind of a thing where if it's what we have to do, it's what we're going to do. So yeah, so these bigger dots you can see on the map here are the places we've been to. I think we left it the last time in Barstow. Where does that take? Oh, that's a nice run. A lift truck chassis. We could do that one. A bit of a run, but it'll be a good run. Oh, should we go to Utah? Never been to Utah. Let's do the Utah one. Let's have a look and see what this job's all about. Limestone. It is a decent old weight. Should take me to a few new places. So we are back with our trusty track IR, I was going to say, but hopefully I've cured that this week. We are all in the cab. Limestone trailer there. It looks like we're in a quarry. We are using the Logitech G920 steering wheel, and we are currently in a Kenworth. Let's get this thing lit up, get some lights on it, and then we'll dive outside, have a little bit of a walk around and make sure we're all safe for our trip. This is the trailer we're hauling. This is an American tipper trailer. Actually, I don't think it's a tipper trailer, I think it's a bottom feed. So you'd put the load in at the top, cover it up, and then it drops out the bottom when you're over the top of a hopper. And this is a Kenworth cab unit, and it looks like it's all good to go. And because we're ready to get on the road, we'll dive on in now and get going. So let's have a look then. So how do we get out of this place? Drop it into gear first is always a good start. And that's it, we're off. Hello to Chris Stoker. Thank you for joining us tonight, my friend. Usually we're normally in Cumbria by now, but due to circumstances beyond our control, we're both at home. So welcome to you. Hopefully we'll get to hear what's happening in your life, or what's been happening in your life this week. John, certainly try to. Honk your horn, fella. Yeah, okay. This is a big honk out for Mr. Stoker. Probably the biggest horn he'll hear all night. How's that Disaronno going down, fella? I'm just waiting for Phil Kirkland now to pop up, as he likes to hear the horn as well. Here we go, heading up to Utah. The Works van has a better horn, only because it gets played a little bit longer than what I wanted. It might have a better one, but I don't know if it's a bigger one. Off we go. Bit of a climb out. So, where's everybody at? Where's everybody up to? What you've all been doing today? Hope you all have managed to avoid the panic buyers and get your Sunday roasts. It's not happened here yet. No Sunday roast for me. Just couldn't find a chicken or any kind of meat in the supermarkets. Stores wise, we're down to 13 toilet rolls, a little bit of pasta, a loaf of bread, a bottle of milk, and 5 bottles of Coca-Cola. So if anybody wants to send donations, they can do. Please just donate all the toilet rolls that you can afford. Pasta, milk, bread, anything like that. Just send them over. You think being a truck driver would get to be able to pick my loads, but seeing limestone's only edible by dragons to make fire, that's not very good for ourselves. Whatever mind. Yes, we should, Chris. I think you should give Kelbank a quick call and ask for the dinner to be sent over, my friend. We need 5 over here, please. And as long as we can stick it on the allowance, it'll be absolutely spot on. Well, we're off on the speeding trips again. So the odds are on, I'm going to get caught speeding. Not like me to be a speed merchant. So, this is American Truck Simulator. Can't download it from Steam. It is a pay-per-play game, as in you buy it once and then you can buy all the downloadable contents. This is the full downloadable content, as in map-wise, and we are currently got no mods on it whatsoever yet, but it is going to happen. I'm already speeding, Mr. Stoker. Tell you what, we'll put the old tour down. Got 221 miles to go. See, your time rating's bugging me off, mate. It's not big enough for my leg in the cab. We are flat to the mat this Sunday evening. Give us a shout wherever you are. I know Mr. Stoker is over in the North Shields area, which is basically Newcastle. What, you don't get a what? A CU90. CU80. What's a CU80? What is a CU80, Liz? Is it careless driving or something like that? Cheers, Keegan. Any case, he still owes you that 20 quid, doesn't he, mate? Driving whilst I'm on my mobile phone. We don't do tricks like that. Not a mobile phone. ever drive with you on your mobile phone. It does, mate. Aye, she's getting all these technical terms from where she's working in insurance. I think we should all donate £20 to Keegan. He's saving up for a big motorbike. What's an IN10? Hey Cleveland, how are you, my friend? Welcome along. Your good mate Mr. Chris Stoker's on here as well. Thank you for joining with us this evening. How is the radio DJing going? What are you up to? Honking all week, if you want to know, Liz. Bless you. But eventually we will get a shower. Can I get a shower on the open road? Keegan, Chris says he'll come over there and cough on you. Nice to see everything's good with you, my friend. It's a long time no speak, but we're always talking about you. Mr. Phil Kirkland and Nigel is always mentioning your name. In a good sense as well. And if Cleveland wants to spin some tunes, that is more, or if he wants to plug his radio station and radio show, he's more than welcome. Plenty of things going on tonight in the world, and over the next 2 weeks we're going to be trying to do a stream at least once a day, if not a little bit more. We are also going to be becoming a part of the Level Up Gaming Facebook naughtiness, it's naughtiness, and we'll be able to hit that group as well, be invited in, which is really good. Hopefully we'll get a few more likes, a few more shares throughout the week. So there we go, there's Prim discovered. I'm not going to say it's proper, but it's certainly Prim. And at the moment, Cleve, we are heading up to Utah with a load of limestone on the back. There's a trailer in the mirror, as you can see. Yes, I am home alone. Apart from I've got the kids, because they've all been sent home from school. They've got some time off as well. The wife's out working, which makes a change because normally she's home all day on her own, and I know she's going to respond to that one. If anybody didn't know, Liz Clayton is my significant other, or should I say better half. Welcome to Liz on the channel as well. Absolutely glorious day on these California roads. If you've been out today, you'll notice it's probably been a bit quieter on the roads because of all the self-isolating. We're going to see if we can create a bit of entertainment for everybody, so when you feel like there's not much left, you can join in here and feel all the misery of watching me drive up to Utah. Las Vegas, there's a great Las Vegas of Nevada. Should have gone and had a look at a few strip clubs there, Sudoku. Not that those good boys do that, of course, if anybody is listening. So, plenty of cars gone past her, like I've said before, US speed limits are a lot different to the UK. In the UK you're only allowed to drive at 56 miles per hour in an HGV. In the US it looks like your top speed limit on some interstates is anywhere up to 70 miles an hour. And it's quite interesting to think that in a place as big as this, that the speed limit is a lot more relaxed. The HGVs understand we've got to get to places in a specific time. Thank you very much, Liz, for sharing the post. It's appreciated. She's a good egg wall, lass. So, heading up to Carson City on the I-15 up to Reno, which is the original Vegas, if I remember rightly. I think there's more casinos in Reno than there is in Las Vegas. Haven't crashed into anything just yet. 98 miles to run, and then we've got the challenge of parking this thing. So Keegan, are you working? Are you at home? What's the crack? How's the hotel doing? What have you been up to? Are you still working hard? Is Richard keeping you on? Keegan, in case anybody was wondering, is the guy who looks after her when we're working away. He's works in the hotel and the lodge, well, mainly the hotel. Studies all day, works there quite hard. Works there, probably he's one of the hardest workers there. He's a good laugh. He's certainly got a sense of humour. And that's hard to see. The hotel is closed, oh dear. As soon as we get back, mate, we'll open. What the heck was that? Did you see anybody see that plane go past on the right hand side? So you're at home, my friend. Best place for you. Stay safe. Keep it tight with the family. There's a aeroplane racing pylon there by the looks of it. Keep it tight for the family, keep them safe, mate. 80 miles an hour down here, we can get my tour down a bit more. And tell everybody we're asking after them. You're right, my friend, it'll be very good when we're all back. We'll all be partying again. Keith said he's going to start buying everybody champagne every night until we all can't get up for work in the morning. I think he said Paul and Chris were going to give him a pay rise to be able to afford all the champagne he's buying. So is school closed down as well then, Keegan, or are you at school or what? So it's homeschooling, eh? I'm going to be a teacher tomorrow for my lads. They're going to be homeschooling as well. Never had your holiday? Well, we nearly got there though, Liz. And I take it you're homeschooling as well, Keegan. You've got work to do from the teachers. If I remember rightly, is this your final year to do your GCSEs? Big old clean this one. Well, my friend, I wouldn't worry a bit. Don't worry your head. Don't worry, because education is not as important as health. And remember, sometimes it's not the qualifications you get to be able to do the job, it's having the right attitude, and you matey have definitely got the right attitude to work hard. That's what most employers look for, is a dedication and the right attitude. People put too much pressure on kids to do well in education, and yes, I agree, you've got to learn, but there's more important things to be doing. I haven't seen Liz drive past yet with the red Subaru. Maybe she only hangs out in New Mexico area. I've seen the white one go through. So this is Utah. I'm sure the old aliens visit here as well, like. Cleveland, when's your show on, my friend? When is your radio show out and about? When can we all tune in to listen to you? So we're going to bypass the next weigh station again, so that's quite good. Port of entry. So I'm going to bypass this one. Nearly got the frightened relief when I heard that beeping. I thought I was getting speed done for speed. Saturday 6 till 8, that's brilliant. Everybody's got to tune in to Cleveland O'Hare. Cleveland O'Hare, where did I get from? Cleveland O'Hare Jordan Skerritt's radio show. Next Saturday 6 till 8 PM UK time. This is St George's. You'll be, I take it, you're playing some tunes out there, Cleveland. What's it all about? Give a hint. Tell me how to connect. Is it Leicester FM? Yield? Well, we'll probably yield later on. So is it just once a week, yeah? Leicester Community Radio on Facebook or TuneIn app. Excellent. Well, I'm going to have a listen to that next Saturday night. We'll have some music going for that, my friend. Really appreciate you joining with tonight. How did the show go last night? What did you get up to? What was the topic of conversation? I can imagine it's mainly been about this crisis that's going on. Now you turn right here, we can't turn right. We're all talking about also heading back to Barrow as well, mind, Cleveland, and having a jolly back in the Barrow area one weekend just to celebrate. Are you still working on IT as well? Reggae dancehall, and that sounds absolute quality tunes as well. I've got a friend in Germany and he was well into his reggae and dancehall, so we'll push him onto your station as well. Used to love his reggae and dance and his salsa. Cyber security, wow. You any good at curing viruses? Make a fortune if you cure this one going about at the minute, matey. We'll bin it round here. Curtis, welcome along to the stream. Thank you very much for following it. It is appreciated. You're more than welcome to come and join on the chat as well. And again, thank you very much for your follow. Come and share all your information with us if you want. We've got some really knowledgeable people on here. So do I, Cleve, so do I, man. See how long we can get this junction. Thank you, Curtis, for liking the stream. It is appreciated. What an absolute gentleman, thank you. Whereabouts are you from, Curtis? Where are you joining with tonight? And also sharing it. Wow, thank you very much. So much appreciated, fella. Thank you to everybody that's sharing and liking and joining with tonight. It's appreciated. Lucy, hello to you. That's my daughter there. She's liked the stream as well. Thank you very much. Don't forget, you have to share it. And future son-in-law will no doubt be joining her as well. Hello to Odin. Illinois in the US. Wow. Well, Illinois in the US. Now that's a fair. You see that? I got that concerned about where you were. Stalled the engine. Well, I'm in Newcastle, the UK, England, and it's 8 p.m. Well, it's actually after that now. It is 27 minutes past 8 in the evening, and we're all friendly people here. So like I say, thank you very much for it all. Odin says hello. Odin, son of Thor, hello to you. We all have to be careful with Odin. His dad can shove a thunderbolt where we don't want a thunderbolt shoving. So big thanks to you too. Now see if I can find out where I'm going around here. Oh dear, I may have just gone the wrong way. Hang on a minute. I tell you what, you're lucky people. You're going to see some class reversing here. Or not. Let's see if we can get this reversed up. Drop it down a cog. So we need to go back that way. And go down through the middle. Now if you all want to see a big massive wreck, this is the time to be talking to us. Because I bet you any money I spend more attention talking to you than I do actually watching where I'm going. I'm not doing too bad though. I haven't hit anything yet. Just little manoeuvres to get this trailer to move, go where you want it to. So yes, we've got a family stream tonight. Not that these are all family, these are. So I'm nearly on the grass here. See if we can get it down this way. And I haven't crunched the gears yet, so I must be getting better at the old gear changes. I'm glad I didn't go down through that little arch. I was tempted to cut through the gap, but I better not. So this must be a line production facility. See where they want it parking. Oh, that's where they want it parking. Right. Let's have a look and see if we can get it in here. No, we don't want to auto park. Not with our pure class reversing skills. Now, let's see if we can get it in this gap. This is what's known as a blindside reverse. It's not doing too bad. Oh, there's a building. Right. Right, we might have it this time. See if we can dive it into this gap. We might just have it here. We might not either. Let's see how close we are. There we go, we're in. That's the brakes on. Let's just dive out and have a look to make sure we've got it in the spot and how close we are. We're not bad. So that's what we've been pulling, that's what we've been hauling. Now if you just keep your eyes on those wires between the trailer and the cab and the legs, you're going to see the legs drop down one leg at a time on this one, and then that was it. So thanks very much Odin for liking the stream, son of Thor. And this is the results page for that run. We have earned driven 273 miles in 5 hours and 48 minutes, 52.2 gallons, and earned 640 experience points. We went from Barstow up to Utah. Let's have a quick look at our next job and catch up on this chat here. Well, Lucy, we are transporting that was limestone we were carrying, which is great for dragons. They can basically create fire with the acid in their stomachs and the limestone, so that was his dragon food. Hello to Odin, hello, and thanks very much for our top fan that we got there, Lucy Clayton, for asking the question what we were transporting. We are all the way up here in St. George, Utah, and we're going to have a look and see where we're going to go next. Let's see if we can find some interesting cars. Should we take cars and go for a little bit further north? That looks quite a good run. Yeah, let's see what the cars look like on the back of this. So this is going to be an interesting trailer. It is game time, Friday at 1:51 p.m. We're going to take a load of cars from St. George up to Ogden in Utah, and it's going to earn us another $9,089. We are live here this evening. It is currently 25 minutes to 9 in the UK, and it looks like we're parked up against the wall. Hang on a minute. So what we'll do is we're in a Volvo. Last time was in a Volvo, we got stuck on a hill, but hopefully this time we won't. Oh, it's a big double-decker and a little Volvo. Oh, only 3 little cars on. It's a baby car transporter. Little cars, well, they're all about probably 3.5 ton trucks. So we've got 3.5, 7, 10.5 ton of trucks on the trailer. That's for there. Let's get some lights on. There's our lights, and if you're all listen, there's the horn. Not a bad horn, and a daytime horn as well. So that's your evening horn from the Volvo. Sounds wrong in every way, but never mind. So let's have a look and see what we've got this time. We are going to jump back in, have a quick look around this rig, make sure the airlines are connected, the legs are up, tail lights are on, and we're all ready to rock and roll. I wonder if there's a picture of me in the cab. Oh look, there's that hungry devil in there. That'll be me. Not that I'm hungry devil in real life. One day when we do get our webcam set up, you will get to see how gorgeous I am. According to the wife, that is. Mr. Stoker, you can stop laughing now. We'll see where we're going to get out of here. So, there we are, heading out onto the main road. Whoops, I should have probably stopped there. Never mind, there's no coming. And off we go again. I hope you are all staying safe and warm inside the houses this evening or today or whatever you are up to. There's a lot of people out and about, which to be honest is probably not the best move at the minute with the situation of the world. Now, I was under the impression in the US you could actually turn right on a stop sign or on a stoplight. I am going to attempt to prove this. I tried to prove it the last time and I got a fine for it. So we're going to try it this time and see if we get a fine. No, we didn't get a fine. That's confusing. Now whether you have to treat it as a stop light, as in you have to stop and then check to make sure it's clear, I don't know. Because I think the last time I just blew straight through them. Curtis, you will be able to tell us, being in the US, how do you know when you can turn right at a red light, and how do you know when you have to stop? Enlighten us your ways of mystery. In the UK, we've got once the red light's on, you have to stop, you can't do anything. You're snookered in that sense. I think I'm in the wrong lane here. Or should we just have them all? How would you know when to stop on your red light, or how would you know when to go through and treat it as a giveaway? I think it's one to two. Might be handy if I ever visit the US to know these things. Because no me, I just probably drive straight through them. We are currently heading up to well, I didn't even think about it like that, Lucy. I tried to be funny and funny at the same time. And of course, after watching Winnie the Pooh, I was going to say I like honey, but I don't. I didn't realise there was a place in the US called Hurricane. Let's move out and let these boys out there. Salt Lake City, where the girls are so pretty, apparently. Not that I've been looking, mine Liz. So, this is a small engine Volvo by the looks of it. 55 mile an hour, the old double nickel. Heading out on more undiscovered roads. It'd be nice to know if you were from these areas, if this is exactly what it's like. I know there was people last week joining the stream and asking us where the game was from. We got it, or I got it from the Steam store. So it's where it came from. welcome Abdul Hamid, hello to you, thank you for joining us tonight and liking the stream. What an amazing chap, thank you very much. Lucy, would I ever drive an automatic? This is manual, this is a manual gearbox we're driving here. It's a manual vehicle, I'm about to have a road accident in. It's looks like a 10-speed manual gearbox with splitter, which I've manufactured myself, would you believe? A little bit of wiring, a little bit of 3D print, a little bit of purchasing from eBay. I don't know, Liz, where's the stream shop? I bought it from Steam. Yes, you can imagine the response I'll get from that. Steam is www.allthew's@steam.com, or if you just search Steam you'll find it. Links up quite nicely to PCs, loads of different games on there. How's your driving going, Lucy? How's Kathy the KA, Ford KA, smallest Ford car in the world? Or as Jeremy Clarkson would say, the smallest Ford car in the world. I think you should have got the sport injection version, then it would have been the Kazi. Going down now, we're doing nearly 64 mile an hour. Keep on going, we'll be going back to the future at this rate. Yep, so if you go onto the Steam store and look for American Truck Simulator, you'll be able to download the game. There is multiplayer versions of the game available as well on Truckers MP, and there's also virtual truck companies as well you can join, where your mileage can win you prizes as well. We are looking to get back into that as well. KA Edge is good, and she's not the smallest. Shout out to Domino's and their smart car for being the smallest. Yes, Lucy, Domino's smart cars are the smallest cars in the world, except for the ones that are smaller. But Kathy is the smallest Ford car in the world. In the world, as Jeremy Clarkson would say again. Yeah, Papa John's. If Domino's and Papa John's want to have any more shout outs, then please send free pizzas to my home address, which can be gained by emailing me or calling me on my number or joining the chat. Papa John, I like that, mind. Should be Papa-in-law John. Hey! Oh, hello. Look at this, young speed merchant. Right, race is on. We're on it. We're going to get on it like the car bonnet, or truck bonnet for that matter. We'll get that wagon. We'll catch him. I'm whipping him. And what about you? That's Mama Liz. We're being overtaken by everything here. 70 mile an hour. Big shout out to Domino's Pizzas for the free food on Friday to the NHS. Well done to yous. Massive shout out to yous for that. Well done. Supporting the NHS in this time of need. I take it, Lucy, you got free pizzas. I should concentrate on the driving here, like. Although if my daughter got free pizza, she would have ate them. All of them. And still keep the slime size 6-figure. Unbelievable. Not jealous at all. Hashtag not jealous, Lucy's thin. So, I hope everybody that's joining us to this evening is enjoying the stream so far. We've got plenty of things going on in the chat. Come and join me, come and say hello. Curtis from Illinois joined me, and he told me he's in the US. I'm still waiting to find out what he thinks on the etiquette of how you turn right on a red light. He's, like I say, he's hopefully going to be letting us know if it's okay to go when the sign says no. I should be a rapper with this, with these rhyming lines. You got free drinks from Greg's and Mackey's. Wow, nice. So another big shout out to Greg's and Mackie D's for supplying and supporting the NHS. It's appreciated, boys and girls. You're doing an amazing job. Thank you very much for that. Dad got those bars. What bars? What bars are we talking about now? You can't tell them, Mum, I've been going to bars. At least not them sort of bars. So 166 miles to go on this highway of emptiness. I don't know, is this realistic? Is this a realistic amount of vehicles on the road in the US between big cities? Should there be more vehicles? Should there be less vehicles? Look over there, we've got a railway line running alongside one. Ah! Spitting rhymes, yes. The old Dad MC spitting rhymes. Spitting these rhymes like door chimes. Getting on it. Just call me N&M. J&J. Dr. Seuss who? Seuss who? Who's Dr. Seuss? I've heard of Dr. Seuss's suspender belts. So our track IR hasn't let me down since the update, which is really good because it's 70 miles an hour. The last thing you want to be is looking at the blue skies and not knowing exactly where you're going. We are using the track IR, which is a really good version of VR, because all it does is either clips onto your headphones or it clips onto your peak cap, which is what I wear. And then your head movements are represented by the movement of the camera in game. Really easy to set up, really good to do. The cat in the hat always has a bat. Not allowed them now, mate. So we're also using the Logitech G920 steering wheel, pedals and gear shifter. We've manufactured a little additional switch setup. So we've got high-low ratios as well as range splitters as well, and we're also using Streamlabs OBS to stream out. The speed is definitely getting up there now, doing nearly 77 miles an hour. Puts flat on the boards though. Not a bad noise out of these Volvos. We need to work in this all day though. You're getting a split headache listening to that exhaust. Well, we're definitely speeding now. Yes, the Logitech pedals and wheels are really good as a starter. I hear plenty of people say, mention Fanatec and all the rest of them, but to be honest, I kind of beat it. So we're coming up to Salt Lake City by the looks of it. 80 miles left to go. We are going to complete this run and then pick a couple of smaller ones and do a couple of different loads as well. We might even try another heavy load. The Logitech keyboard we're using is a G910 and the mouse is a G510, 501, 510, something like that. And like I say, Streamlabs OBS, which we've got set up very, very simply, which we're going to expand on. We're going to also add the green screen. We're also using the Elgato Stream Deck, which is a really, really clever piece of equipment. I'm sure if Liz is not too busy, she may take a picture of the steering wheel setup and the indicator stroke setup and also the gear selector switch and post it in the comments as well. That would be quite nice to see. See a little bit of the wiring's not completely hidden away, but it works, which is always good. So pleased everybody has joined with this evening. We are we did decide to run this stream a little bit later today. Had a fair bit to do with children's homework and decided that it would be probably better to do a stream a little bit later on. Also, my good friend Wombat was running his live convoy on Euro Truck Simulator from 1 o'clock today. Hope he did well. Really hope he did well. He's a good guy, really knowledgeable on creating map content or adding maps and stuff like that. Adding downloadable content, stuff like that, mods. If anybody has got this game or Euro Truck Simulator 2, oh look, going down bus, then please, and you having any issues with the game, please feel free to comment and or messages, and we'll have a go and see if we can fix it for you. Not promising, but we will have a look. Our main job is an IT engineer. My daughter is also an IT engineer, working for the NHS, training to become a paramedic. She's going to be one of the angels on the road, serving the public. Massive shout out to Lucy Clayton for that. Well done. We're proud of you, sweetheart. Gordon again, another IT engineer. Cleveland O'Hare is a cyber security specialist. Amazing, talented people on this channel tonight. Chris just does what he wants. Oh, Chris is a project manager and really good friend of mine. Known him for the last 30 odd year, and I know that's going to make him feel old, but what the heck, serves him right. Shouldn't have grown up. So off we go. Ogden, this is where we're heading for. Oh, that was a bit of a grind it and find it moment on the old gearbox. Keep going, people, you know I don't like hill starts. Although I didn't do too badly at that one. Nice Range Rover parked up there. We've got a red light again. Let's see what we're doing here. Yes, Odin is joining our Royal Air Force. He's going to be one of the guys flying, I believe. Or is he going to be an engineer? Hopefully he'll be a flyboy and then he'll get us a free ride in a Tornado or one of the Typhoons. Tornado? How old am I? God, that was a while back. Hello. His truck parked alongside of her. Good luck with Odin and his future in the RAF. What an amazing career to have. let's see if we now drag this truck. Here we go. Powers in. See you later, alligator. Avionics and then flying. Amazing. Well, if he wants to come and help us set up a home cockpit, he's more than welcome. Although he may have to convince his future mother-in-law that we need to build an extra room or buy a bigger house. To be honest, that would probably be more challenging than actually. Oh, we're going to go through here. Probably more challenging than actually building the cockpit. To be honest, would be telling Liz that we need to convert one of our rooms into a cockpit. Unless, Lucy, you and Odin buy a big house and then let your dad come and build a big cockpit in your house. That would be amazing. And it would also help Odin as well with his future work as well, because that's what would happen. I'm moving out. Brilliant. It's only taken 19 years and she's finally agreed to let us move out. Does anybody actually know how long you've got to self-isolate for? Because the wife wants to come back in the house now. So our first fine was running a red light. That was my own fault. There will be one anyway. Awesome, my friend. Well, like I say, if you want a hand to build it, I'm well and truly up for that. It may not be full motion, but believe me, it'll be top of the line, young'un. And don't listen to that daughter of mine; she knows now. So, like when you got your spare room, that's ours. So let me just get parked up here 1 second. Let's have a look and see how we get in here. Hey Kimberly, hello to you. You alright, Petal? How are you? I hope you're well. And I hope you're home, keeping nice and safe. How's family for you? I hope you everything's going well. Kimberly is one of my favourite nieces. They're all good nieces, but like I say, Kimberly's one of my favourites. She does really well with what she's given, and to be honest, she's absolutely a credit to anybody, to be honest. Much love out to her. The spare room's getting turned into a walk-in wardrobe. I don't think so, Lucy. Well, as long as your walk-in wardrobe's got space for a flight control system, you can have a walk-in wardrobe. You do realise a walk-in wardrobe for yourself being so short is just a suitcase. So let's see if we can get this thing parked up without damaging the cars on the back too much. Let's have a look. Let's see what gear we're in first. Drop it into reverse 1. So most trucks, instead of just having a reverse, they'll actually have a reverse 2 gears going backwards. Unless you're really into your trucks, and then you've got, unless you've got like an eating box or something like that, and then sometimes you've got 4 gears going backwards. You're right, Lucy. You couldn't have said it better, darling. I am. For your lovers, you've got to. It's against law not to. And just think, Lucy, Odin's going to be just like this, because that's why I like him so much. There we go. So we're in again. We'll drop the old air brakes on. Air brakes are on. Let's have a look round. Let's see how we've managed to park this one this time. Well, the front wheels are in. It's not bad. Could have gone back maybe a little bit further. But let's just watch. We'll drop the legs on this one. No, he's twice as bad. Oh well, you see, you've got yourself a perfect catch there. So that's it. That's the Volvo dropped. That's another good delivery. Company collector. So we've done 295 miles in 5 hours and 9 minutes. We have used 56 gallons of fuel, and we've leveled up to being level 9 enthusiast. I don't know, we can be a truck driver as an enthusiast unless you're spotting trucks. And we're getting another 739 experience points. So we can choose what else we would like to improve. So I think we go for high value cargo. That'll be our next increase for our abilities. So there we go. We've got new upgrades for trailers if we're to buy a trailer. Let's have a look. Oh, so we've got hub covers, wheel trims, marker lights, mud flaps. We can change. There's a dry body. I wonder if they do a wet body. I suppose it depends how long it's been killed and dumped in the water. And then we've got tankers, and what's that? Trailer front painted wall, standard doors, body chip van. Oh, there's lots. So there's lots to choose from. That's got a middle. That's got a front lift, and lots and lots of things to choose from. That's good. So let's have a look and see what we can get in the upgrades for the cabs. Let's have a look. So we've got door handle chromes, we've got nudge bull bars, nudge bars, mud flaps, paint divided paint, must have fallen over each other. Eaton transmissions, which is normally what I do when I put too much power through them. And we've got sun visors and all sorts. But what we're going to do is we're going to move on to any foghorns like the one on your van. It's not a foghorn, Lucy, it's an air horn. But yes, there is foghorns. As you can see, this point here, those are very, very similar to the ones I've got on my van. And they're probably as loud as, which means most people that hear them end up about 4.5 foot in the air. Let's have a look and see where we are. We are in Ogden. Let's see how far north we can get. Cedar City. Oh, that's going south again. Nevada. Should we cut through to Nevada? Lift truck. Oh look, there's a load for my family. Nuts. That's going back down Las Vegas. Jackpot. Let's go to Jackpot, the most northern town in Nevada. We'll take that job. Carrying a pressure tank, and that's going to run us. We'll take that job now. Yes, we've got foghorns, and we've got lights, and we've got all sorts. The end of this, at the end of this run, we're going to take a break, and we're going to have a go at setting up for Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we will be back with you around about 10:30 UK time, whatever that is in your local time. I don't know, to be honest. I think East Coast USA, you're 6 hours behind us. West Coast, I think you're 9 hours behind us, so that'll be 1 o'clock in the afternoon for yous. Any fluffy pink dice, would you believe it? Yes, there is fluffy pink dice. We're back in the Volvo this time. We're going to have a quick glance round it. Lucy wants to hear the horn. So we've got two horns on this one. We've got a loud one and we've got a quiet one. So we're back in my good old Volvo. This is the pressure tank we're carrying. Have a quick look round and make sure we're all good to go. Well, looks like we're in the docks here. So that's quite a long load, to be honest. Nearly as good as Kathy. I'm going to get Kathy a big old air horn for it, and Kathy will be a loud lady, just like yourself, really, Lucy. I think we get out over here. There's the exit. Well, we made it without crashing so far. I don't know what's more fun, to be honest. Crashing or not crashing? Probably crashing, to be honest. Everybody tunes in for a good old crash. See, even Owen agrees. Cassie's perfect the way she is. Yes, she is. She's a gorgeous car, Lucy, although she could do with a 2-litre Zetec turbo engine in it. And 4-wheel drive, alloy wheels, spoilers, body kit. Pink fluffy dice for it. So this trip is 250 miles. Shouldn't take me long. Oh, I really should learn to change gear without crunching them. Didn't feel like a heavy load on this. It's picking up really quickly. More red lights than Nevada, than a casino in Las Vegas. Well, if you're paying for the alloys, then go ahead and know she's blue. She needs everything blue. Right. If I'm paying, I knew I'd be roped into paying for it somehow. I'll get you some casters. You need to, Lucy, you need to Google up teddy bear alloy wheels. So welcome to everybody else. I feel like I'm taking over this whole stream with my family. That's so not me at all. I'd like to welcome you all tonight. Thank you for joining me for this stream. We are playing American Truck Simulator, and we are live Sunday at 10 minutes past 9 in the UK. We just picked a load up in Ogden, and we're heading out to the most northern part of Nevada, out into the desert lands. We've got a Volvo pulling and it's doing really well, to be honest. So we're going to go right here. It's starting to turn dark, I think. Turn some lights on. See what time it is. Game time, it is 7:15 on a Friday. And we're going to go ahead down here, 25 mile an hour on the ramp. Or at least I think that's what they're trying to tell us. We may attack this a little bit quicker. 70 mile an hour speed limit. I don't think I'll get around yet 70 though. You never know. Let's get it to it now. Bury the throttle. Check the mirror signal. Oh, police car. It's the 5-0. So we're heading back towards Salt Lake City. That's fair enough. Nine-speed gearbox. Can't be. It is 9-speed gearbox. There's 10th. Found 10th. It's 10th gear, Jim, but not as we know it. There we go. 10th gear. Kind of weird to get into a rig which has got more gears. Like an 18 gear with split range and high-low gearbox. So this is where we're heading off to Reno and SL Airport, wherever SL Airport is. There's the main beams, of course. We've got them on a switch. we go. Salt Lake City. Beehive State. Wonder why it's a beehive state. Look at that sunset, isn't it gorgeous? If any of my American fellow colleagues would like to tell me the history of why Salt Lake City is called the Beehive State, I'd appreciate that. Or why it's part of the Beehive State, or I take it we're in Nevada now. .75 mile an hour speed limit. Yes, it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks coming up from now. We should get a good number of streams done. Be able to show you a good number of different simulators, including Farm Simulator 19, Gold Rush, which I know I've been promising for a while. I thought we were going off there. Gold Rush, which is going to be good, and maybe also Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Redemption, maybe a bit of Call of Duty Modern Warfare as well, thrown in for a bit of light relief, and Euro Truck Sim 2, which is always a good game. It's going to take a little bit of setting up that one, because we do need to add pro mods and a couple other maps. Pro mods for Euro Truck Simulator 2 is probably the needed add-on. It develops so many better roads, and scenery is unbelievable. The 80 mile an hour speed limit in Nevada, which is really good. Yes, we'll see if we can flip a tractor. That would be quite. Actually, yeah, we'll try that. We'll see if we can flip a tractor over with my crazy driving. We also can use chainsaws as well, Lucy. So you can imagine what I'm going to cut down. And there's cattle as well. So me, cattle and chainsaws probably not going to end well. But where else could you be if you weren't watching Subtype R on my channel this Sunday evening or afternoon, or wherever you are? I'd like to say to you all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are live. You are more than welcome to join the conversation in the chat room. We're also live streaming across YouTube as well. Hello to all my YouTube followers there as well. You are all amazing people. Thanks for the likes, the shares, the followers. Really appreciate it. I try to give you back as much as you give me. So if you've got any ventures you need plugging, or if you want to plug away, please do so. We have got Cleveland's radio show on Leicester Community Radio next week, starting at 6 o'clock, going through to 8 with a mix of dancehall and reggae music. And he's a really good DJ, to be honest, so I hope he's all going to tune into that. I'll try and avoid streaming it between 6 and 8 on Saturday, just so I can listen to Cleveland. Big thanks out to all the followers so far. We will be giving shout outs towards the end, and we've got a fair few to get through. These are all being appreciated. All 200, well, over 260 I believe we have at the minute, from all over the world. Big shout out to, this is going to be our first way station we've got to go into. This is going to be interesting. Never done this before. Right, let's see what we've got here then. So we've got to go in here. And I take it we've got to park on this bridge. Stop the scales. Right, and activate the icon. What icon? To pass this, press joy button 9. There you go. Achieve and look. What's your BMI? Oh, too much. So vehicle gross weight, told you all the details there. Take over free to go at that point. Kind of hope we are. So that's the first waste bridge we've done. Wow, didn't realise it was like that. That's really good. I'm going to get done for speeding coming out of the weighbridge. There we go, back to the 80 mile an hour. I wonder how real trucks get to know whether they have to stop or not. If you're a real truck driver, if you're in real life, then let us know. How do you know when to stop? I mean, I do it in the UK, and we just get told by the Department of Vehicle, DVSA, or used to be DVLA, or VOSA, Vehicle Inspectorates, when you would have a little vehicle parked up and you would follow them into a lay-by, and you would go into a weigh bridge and he would weigh your vehicle and check your vehicle for safety. It is so lucky we did that before we left. We wouldn't just choked. Well, you're the paramedic, Lucy, you know how to fix them. Oh yes, Slimming World, Lucy, Liz, yeah. Yep, it just shows you Slimming World's paying off. Definitely underweight. Big thing out, and thank you to Lindsay Fulton for that. And you think I'm harsh, Lucy? She might be harsh, but she's definitely fair. Harsh but fair, Liz. Lost everybody cares now. So I wonder if we're going to see any aliens in the skies over Nevada tonight. Some gorgeous scenery around here. Shame it's dark. Flash them in. Climbing the hills. Might be the virus, better stay away. Well, Liz might be the virus. Well, she's deadly contagious, that's for sure. So yes, the banter is flowing well tonight, people. I hope everybody is enjoying the stream. We've got about 100 miles to go on this trip, and the stars are out in the Nevada desert. It's probably about minus 12 out there at the moment. Now minus 2 maybe. I know the desert nights go really cold. 10:13 p.m. We're going to be at our destination in the next hour. Sorry, yeah, next 2 hours. In the next 2 hours, hopefully without crashing, without destroying anything. And then once we get this load off, what we'll do is we'll look at ending the live stream for this simulation tonight, and picking up possibly Euro Truck Simulator 2, and be coming back with you at around about an hour after we get this one finished, and see if we can show you Euro Truck Simulator 2. Whoops, nearly got the barrier. Being distracted by my good lady wife. And I know you're all now wondering what she's doing. It's just merely the message. So, leave a mention in the comments if you're enjoying this, where you're from. Tell us, everybody, where you're from. Tell us what you've been up to and what you're doing at the moment. I would imagine you're all chilled out. Are you at work tomorrow? Are you self-isolate? Or is work shut you down for a couple of weeks? What's going on? Keep all informed how everybody is around the world. We've got friends all over the world. We've got them in Venezuela, we've got them in Mexico, we've got them in Argentina, we've got them in Japan, in China, in the UK, USA, Canada, all over, and Europe as well. Many thanks to everybody that's supporting this stream, and big shout out to yourselves. I always look the wrong way first. Home of continuous rewards is this location down here. Cleveland, I don't blame you. If you can work from home. Unfortunately, doing the deployment work that we do, we have to be at the desk side, which is a shame. If you do happen to know of anybody that needs any desk side remote support work, give us a shout as well. I'm up for that. Good to see you still here with me, Cleveland. Lucy is working 8:30 to 4:30 tomorrow. Oh, so you're only doing half a day. Typical. So yeah, Cleveland working from home, keeping his company and probably the nation a bit safer with all his efforts that he does. Lucy keeping the NHS safer for what she does. Liz is apparently back to work as well. Thank goodness, I get the place to myself. So no doubt we'll get to invite the girlfriend round. And if you are calling call centres tomorrow, just make sure that or you're dealing with any service staff, just make sure you're really nice to them, because to be honest, they're going to work when others don't, and they're servicing your phone calls and trying to look after you the best they can, and because everybody's home, everybody's phoning in, which is fine. It gives you a chance to do a bit of home sort of admin work and stuff like that. That then goes into longer call queues and probably less breaks and less time off the phone for them. Many thanks to all them services, many thanks to all the key workers in the UK. You are doing a fantastic job, and me for one, and everybody that probably supports this stream around the world, and also all the key workers around the world, would like to thank you for your efforts, and do know we do have your back every step of the way. We're all in this together. It doesn't matter what nationality, race, religion or anything. The one thing we all got to remember is we are all in this together, and this is a time where as a nation and as a world we should pull together and realise we are all different, but at the end of the day we're all looking for the same thing, and that's mainly survival, and to get through this as painless as possible. So here we are, jackpot. We've hit the jackpot. Well, at least not yet, we haven't. Oh, it looks like he possibly has. Oh no, maybe not. And this is going to take up to, whoa, whoops, I take it that was a police car or a red light. Oh no, I'm speeding, that's why. Well, there's my speeding ticket. Whoever said I wouldn't get through a stream without a speeding ticket, you were right. So we're coming down here, we're turning right. Tell you what, that police siren gives a fright. There's a motel up here on the left. Don't see any Dunkin' Donut shops up here. And then we're going off to the left, and then that'll be us say stop. Well, not. I'm just a rebel without the clothes. Pause, sorry. Did I say clothes? I can guarantee you I'm not driving this naked. And there's our final destination. Now where do they want it? Over to our left by the looks of it. Oh, there we are. That's going to be a nice little tight reverse in. Line it up, see if we can get it in the gap. Look over our shoulder. Bit of a wiggle backwards. Oh, stalled it. Did it start it up again? Keep forgetting I've got to balance the clutch. Get it round this tanker. Who parked that bloody thing there? They didn't like making it easy for you, did they? I might have just missed it. There you go, we're in. Now I cannot say better than that. The man on the moon parked it there. Well, if next time you see the man on the moon, Lucy, get him told he's going to end up having it bent. I will break it. I'm not even in the space properly, but I'll do. So there we go. This is our load, last load of American Truck Simulator for this evening. I hope you have enjoyed the stream tonight. We've had some good chat. Big thank out to Corona Sanchez for following the stream. Big shout out to Curtis Newell, Abdul Hamid for liking it, and everybody else that has followed with, liked with, commented. Big shout out to Chris, Phil, Lucy, Liz and Cleveland. You lot are amazing, and thanks for having the chat going. We are going to attempt to be back a little bit later on. Hello to Odin, and thank you for as well, and thanks for looking after that pain in the neck I call a daughter. Hello to Kimberly, and thanks for joining with Kimberly. You are amazing, thank you all. Keep liking, loving, sharing. Liking's loving, or is it liking's loving, sharing's caring, as one great man once said. That great man, of course, obviously was me. So there we go, we are in our destination, and we're going to have a quick look and see what we've earned and what we've gained. There we are. We've travelled 251 miles, took 5 hours and 20 minutes. Game time 47.6 gallons of fuel, and we're now halfway up to level 10, and we gained 675 experience points. And yeah, thanks very much for all your comments, for your likes. Please remember to carry on sharing it. If you have somebody stuck at home with you, if you're stuck in the house, or you just want a little bit of company on these nights, then get involved, join in, come and have a chat. there's plenty of people here that'll keep you entertained, or try to keep you as entertained as you can be. And from me, Subtype R, for now.